What is up, party people? It is cheat night. And you know, if you don't cheat, the only person you are cheating is yourself. In a future video, we'll talk about what I mean when I say cheat night. But all right, so what do we have here today? We're doing another whiskey. It's cheat night, and we're going with whiskey today. And got out the Gentleman Jack. So you guys know Jack Daniels, and you know this is one of their other brands, the Gentleman Jacks. And this one is special, at least to me it is, because if you know me from Twitter or you know me from some of the other channels, you guys know I'm a wine person. I like making wines. And when I say wine, I'm talking about meads as well. So typical wines and meads and fermenting other fruits as well, you know, to make them, give them a kick. So because most of my thinking is with wines, I never really had gotten into whiskeys. I always found them a little harsher until Gentleman's Jack. I started, you know, tasting Gentleman Jacks, and I'm like, you know what, this is pretty good. So it sort of evolved as I started making my wines. I noticed there was a pattern. I would create wines. Initially, I was using bread yeast when I was first learning how to make wine, and that would get me a wine closer to about 8%. And as I started to get better at making wine, I started using yeast specifically made for wine. I started getting it to about 30%, 15%. And then I decided, hey, you know, I'm cranking this up. We're going to make this stronger. So, and then I started making wine closer to ports, you know, to fortified wines. My wines and my meads started hitting 20%. So I was getting some really strong yeast and making my drinks a lot stronger. As I started to acquire the taste for higher ABV drinks, I was able to now shift over onto whiskeys. And initially I was like, oh, it hits you. And then Gentleman Jacks comes along, and here we go. So I've had this before. You know, this is what got me into whiskey. And we're gonna swirl it up because we want to get that air in, you know, it starts to liberate the lovely scents that are in this drink. Hold it, you know, just do the same thing that you would do with wine. Hold it up to the light and look at it. You get a nice amber color, this uniform. It's got the halo at the end, and bringing down again. And again, spinning, a lot of energy, put a lot of energy into that. Get that thing swirling, and then hold it near your nose. And what do you smell? I smell candy, vanilla. Give it a little more spin. Caramel and graham crackers. A little bit of toasted oak. You know, it gives me that feeling that I'm next to a campfire. Give it a good smell. Get your nose into it. This smells really, really nice. And you guys know my favorite part is tasting it. That is good. This is really, really good wine. You know, if someone's trying to get into whiskeys, you can start off with like the original Jack Daniels, but what happens is it has a kick. And this is a lot smoother. So people who are trying to get into whiskeys to learn how to like it, because whiskey is an acquired taste. It's the same thing with beer. Lots of times I'm pretty sure you tasted beer when you were a kid, you're like, ah. And then as you got older, you've acquired the taste for it and you start to enjoy it. And it's the same thing with whiskeys. And this is the one that did it for me. And looking at the consistency, one of the things that we do in wine is we check to see how fast the liquid returns to the bottom. And I don't know if you guys can see it, but you can see that there's a bit of a delay. It's not dropping down. The droplets aren't coming down as quickly. And the last video I did, I noticed it afterwards that that whiskey, it seemed to take a lot longer to drop. But in this one, it seems like at a medium level. So in the world of wine, we would say that, it would tell us something about the body style. And because this one's doing it at a medium rate compared to the one I had yesterday, I'm going to say that this is a medium body. Again, I'm trying to apply what I know from the wine world to the whiskey world. But this is an excellent, excellent, excellent Tennessee whiskey. And until next time, guys, peace out. And remember, if you don't cheat, the only person you're cheating is yourself. Bye-bye.